movies and games and TV shows, the Cinemaniacs podcast.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Cinemaniacs podcast, where we talk movies, games, and TV show. My name is Maceo, and as always, I am joined with
Matthew.
And let's jump right into it. So to start us off, at the end of the last episode, I mentioned we would have a special guest, and that unfortunately didn't go through this week, but stay tuned. So that's all I'll say about that right now is stay tuned. We are currently working things out, and that will eventually happen.
Yes.
Also, this week celebrated the 15th anniversary of Iron Man. And did you see that Jon Favreau and Kevin Feige did a little thing together?
No, I did not see that.
Well, they came together and did a little mini documentary on the first Iron Man film and talked about it, and it was kind of fun. It was like watching two friends reminisce about something that they both were there for and stuff.
Yeah.
It was fun, and we learned some new stuff, some things we didn't originally know. Like Robert Downey Jr. was originally up for Doctor Doom in Fantastic Four.
I did see that. Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been crazy.
Yeah.
That would have been weird.
That would have been really weird.
I think it would have worked. Strangely, I think it would have worked pretty well because Doom and Iron Man are fairly similar. It's just Iron Man is a good-hearted person deep down, but they're fairly similar in that they're both tech tyrants.
Yeah.
So
that's kind of crazy that we would have been able to see Robert Downey Jr. and Chris Evans like both in a Marvel movie together pre-MCU.
That's
and
actually,
it would be like both of them wildly different roles from their MCU counterparts.
That's true. I didn't even think about that. Wow. Anyways, that would have been interesting. So I thought that was a fun little tidbit of information that we got there. Yeah. Let's go ahead and jump right into the news. This week we got our first official look at gameplay for Spider-Man 2 on the PS4, and it looks incredible.
Looks so good.
I can't wait. We got our first look at Kraven.
Yeah.
Who looks wild. You were watching the trailer, did you think that the guy in the first few shots was Kraven?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, bro, this better not be Kraven. And then he came out and I was like, that's Kraven. Yep. He looks fierce. He looks wild.
Bro, I remember fighting Kraven in like the Amazing Spider-Man 1 like movie game or something like that.
Really?
I think. And it was either that one or the Spider-Man 3 one of those two, but it was such a great fight. Like I just remember it being like and I love Kraven. He's probably one of my favorite Spider-Man villains for sure.
For sure.
And I feel like Insomniac's gonna do him really well.
It's so I'm probably gonna have to buy a PS5. I really am probably gonna sell my PS4 and get a PS5.
But not just Kraven.
Not just Kraven.
I know. Did you see the lizard?
We got our first look at Lizard.
Yes,
and he looks like a crocodile.
Yeah,
he looks wild,
and
he looks good.
And he's fighting Miles.
Yes,
in the little shot
in the gameplay footage that they showed.
And they also Peter has like a voice line in the trailer saying that they need Connors to save Harry.
Oh, okay.
So
like the lizard DNA is...
So the lizard's going to intertwine into the Venom and the overall storyline, it seems like.
Okay, cool. I didn't really think about Lizard, I'm be honest. I didn't think about what villains are going to be in this game. I didn't think about Lizard, and the fact that they put him in here, I was like, oh yeah, he wasn't in the last game. Yeah. That's kind of crazy.
It kind of feels like we're going to get a lot of, like, maybe not a lot, but a decent amount of villains that, like, weren't in the last game necessarily. Mm-hmm. Like maybe we see like Wheelman in this, or Hydro Man or something like that.
The Big Wheel, Big Wheel,
yeah.
Oh, that would be so funny if they did Big Wheel.
I mean, this is a good time to do it, I'd say.
Yeah.
Or Mysterio.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Ooh, Mysterio would be fun.
But obviously, from the stuff we have, it's still looking amazing. I mean, Black Suit Spider-Man.
Yeah, here it is.
Oh.
Yep. Let's see this. Black suited Spider-Man, and it looks like there's gonna be some technical aspects. Like he's got like some actually like armor on, like it's like lined up with armor.
And the game, it also shows like some a little bit of gameplay with the actual suit and stuff, like with him like using the arms and stuff like that, jumping up and oh my gosh, man,
he looks beautiful.
It looks great.
It looks so good.
And apparently, this isn't like confirmed or anything, but there was a leak a while back that there is going to be a symbiote version for every suit in the game. For all of Peter's suits, there's going to be a symbiote version for it. This is just the base one.
Right, like his base Spider-Man suit.
The PS5. Obviously, they're not going to like have him in a different one because,
right.
That's like the plain suit or whatever, right?
Yeah.
So this is like the symbiote version of that, and we could be getting maybe like the Raimi suit, for example. We could literally get the black suit from Spider-Man 3 in this game.
The symbiote Raimi suit.
Yeah.
Due to a symbiote version of the TASM suit?
The TASM 2. Like
TASM
a TASM
2,
2.
yeah.
Right. Because TASM 2 wasn't in the first game,
yeah.
and that was a big one that was requested. I really think TASM 2 is going to be in this game.
Oh, yeah.
I think this would be a symbiote TASM 2.
Yeah.
And maybe that's Sony hinting.
Maybe. Maybe it is. I don't know. It's
There's a lot of good stuff, and they also showed Miles with the web gliders as well.
Yeah, where he jumps off and he swings and he. Yeah, I noticed that. I was like, yo, he's gliding.
That's also another cool gameplay feature thing we're gonna have as well. And obviously the Venom fight, I imagine, is gonna be amazing. Have you heard the theories though?
I have not.
There's theories that Eddie Brock and Harry Osborn might not be the actual final Venom.
Okay.
Some people have started thinking that Insomniac might go crazy and make Peter Parker become Venom in this game, and you have to fight him as the final boss as Miles Morales.
Oh, that's wild.
Because he has a line. There's a line where Miles says he has teeth or whatever, and Pete goes, "So do I," and his like eyes like kind of tints up or whatever.
Oh yeah, when his eyes like kind of flash a little differently. They like kind of get that angle on him.
Yeah, so people are thinking, and they're also saying that the original like promotional video of Peter and Miles looking into the alley at Venom or whatever is like just a misdirection from Insomniac.
Straight up could be like they could have made that they could have made that trailer like specifically to put out and be like, look at this.
Yeah.
That's they're fighting Venom. Wow.
So there's I don't know if I am fully subscribing to that. I still think that I don't know. I still think that it makes probably more sense for Eddie probably to come in at some point. But
definitely,
if they do something crazy, I'm down for it as long as it's pulled off good,
Peter as Venom. That's crazy. I like that. And
then Miles has to defeat him,
Yeah.
Bring him back to Spider-Man.
Yeah, maybe that's maybe not the final version of Venom in the game. Maybe Peter is like halfway point when he maybe gets rid of the suit.
That's there's definitely going to be a Peter versus Miles fight. I feel like where the player's Miles, obviously.
Yeah,
because Miles is he's meant to be like stay on like the straight path while the symbiote Peter kind of veers off a little,
What if you start the fight as Peter and you're Peter Venom hybrid and you're attacking Miles?
Dude, that would be
and then in the middle of the fight when it's like the middle point you switch to Miles
and like
and
defeat Peter or whatever.
Defeat Peter, yeah.
I'd like that.
I like that, yeah. Oh, and they announced that there's no co-op.
Yeah, there is no
Tragedy.
co-op.
I kind of figured it probably wouldn't be.
It honestly feels like this is like not wholly on topic, but it kind of feels like co-op games in general are kind of dying. Honestly, like single player games are like taking over. Right. It really feels like,
especially with Tears of the Kingdom that's just come out,
God of War and stuff.
God of War, yeah. I feel that, but it's funny you say it because in Tears of the Kingdom, obviously it's a single player game and you play as Link the whole time.
Yeah.
But you have like companions that are on your side the entire time and they like help you fight. They don't ever go away unless you make them go away. And the entire time I'm thinking it's so fun having these guys here and like fighting with them. What would this game look like if it were a co-op game? It'd be so fun. The map is so big, the game is so large that you could play co-op and not even know someone else was there playing, you know?
Yeah.
And when you all come together, maybe you're like playing and you come together at some point, you're like, oh, there's some monsters over here. Let's go attack them together.
Yeah.
It'd be so fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you literally could build like your own, everyone could build their own things or whatever, you know? Yeah, that'd be awesome.
There are so many co-op opportunities in so many games.
Games.
They just don't do it.
And this game, obviously, this game's probably going to be amazing.
Yeah.
Even without co-op, this game's going to be amazing.
Yeah.
But with co-op, I feel like this could have been, it just would have been a different experience being able to play at least some missions as Peter and Miles, like, at the same time, you know?
Right. I do think that.
I know that would have been a hard game to make, though, making like a game available for co-op and single player throughout the entire game. Because then you kind of have to have Peter and Miles together the entire time, which this game obviously isn't going to do that because they're going to have separate storylines and stuff. So they're going to be, you know, Spider-Man on their own.
Right. Yeah.
And then you switch to Peter, you know. Yeah.
Yeah. Well... yeah, it stinks, but it's still, the game looks
amazing.
Incredible.
Yeah,
it looks so good. I can't wait. I can't wait. Well, and we also got the final Flash trailer, which is the only trailer so far that actually focuses on the Flash. It's kind of seemed like in the marketing for this movie that they've kind of taken a back seat with Ezra Miller and kind of focused more on Sasha Calle as Supergirl and Michael Keaton as Batman. But this new trailer focuses on Barry and both Barry. So it's kind of interesting. They were like, now we should focus on the main character.
Yeah.
It still looks good. I'm still pretty excited for it, unironically. But I don't know. Did you see the trailer?
No, I didn't.
Okay. It's very Flash heavy. It's the you might have seen the clip of going around where it's he starts out, he's getting ready to run, and a girl comes up and goes, "Flash, Flash," and freaks out over him. That. Yeah, okay, that's in the new trailer. But it still looks good. I'm still pretty excited for that. Something that I personally saw and thought looked very interesting was a movie called Problemista, a new A24 film about it's an immigration comedy, and it looks like based on the trailer alone, it looks like incredible.
Okay.
Amazing colors and amazing cinematography, and it honestly gave me a feel. The reason why I actually put it on here because it feels like everything everywhere all at once. It gave me the same feeling. Okay. Tilda Swinton's in it, and I think she might be like the biggest name in the movie that's in the trailer, anyways. And it looks very interesting.
Yeah.
That's something that piqued my interest for sure. Nice. So yeah,
have to check that one out for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Scorsese. So Martin Scorsese has met with the Pope himself, Pope Francis.
Yeah.
To talk about a Jesus film, a new Jesus film.
Yes.
I just found out that he actually already did. He did Last Temptation of Christ.
Yeah, with Willem Dafoe.
Right, yeah. Which I didn't know he did that. So it wouldn't be his first time doing a Jesus movie. So it kind of begs the question, like, what kind of story would he tell?
Yeah.
Is it like, like what kind of story would it be, you know?
Yeah, would it be like kind of, I mean, I imagine it would be like based off the, you know, pretty strictly based off like the Bible and stuff like that. Because Scorsese's big in his faith and stuff like that. He's made multiple religious films and stuff like that, or even interweaves religion into films that like might not have it in some instances or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was definitely interesting to hear that news because he already has one, you know. So
yeah. I'm very, very interested. The new Barbie trailer, just a bunch of trailers this week.
Yeah.
The new Barbie trailer really gave a good look at what the movie's going to be about, like for sure, like what it's about. It is, in fact, I had the theory that it was going to be Barbie and Ken go to the real world.
Yeah.
And lo and behold,
it is.
That's what the movie's about. I've seen a lot of people be like, yeah, this trailer made the movie look bad.
I don't think so.
No, I'm more excited now. I think it looks great.
I love the scene when they got their like pictures taken in jail or whatever.
Yes.
And Barbie's like super serious or whatever, and Ken's just like,
Yeah.
and it literally, and his name on the thing literally says "and Ken."
And, yeah, Barbie and Ken. Yeah, that's so good. We got a look at Will Ferrell's character a little bit more. He's clearly the big businessman.
Bro, I've seen people say Will Ferrell's character in Barbie is the same guy from the Lego movie.
Yeah, Lord Business. Yeah, that's who he is. Yeah, because it's essentially the same kind of movie. It's toy comes to life, or toy realizes they're real, or something. And he's president or Lord Business or whatever you want to call him. Yeah. All I'm saying is Oppenheimer and this are gonna go great back to back.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be an amazing double feature for sure.
For sure. The last bit of news that I personally had: John Wick 5 is officially in development. Now, no spoilers, but how? How is this in development?
Dude, my favorite reactions from people's reactions to this news was just the image of like Doomslayer, just the image of the Doomslayer guy, and they're like, "This is the plot."
This is the plot. Yeah, yeah, that would be so funny. But is it a prequel? Is it?
I don't know. I do know that the ballerina spin-off like movie or show with Ana de Armas and Keanu Reeves, that is a not necessarily a prequel, but it's set in between 2 and 3, I believe.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, 2 and 3. It's set in between 2 and 3.
Okay.
So, it's not like after 4.
Yeah, it's not after 4.
But 5, that begs the question, when is it taking place, obviously?
Yeah, especially after Chad Stahelski and Keanu both said that they were kind of done. They both said they were like, we're going to take a break, like a long break, which kind of sounded like we're done.
And then literally the same year, John Wick 5 is in development.
Yeah, not even, like 3 months later? Yeah, John Wick 5 coming out.
Bro, how much money did they bro, because John Wick 4, it was really successful, obviously.
Yes.
Like, was it the most successful of the franchise? I think it was.
I think so.
So they really was like, yeah, buddy, you're not taking a break from anything.
This is the new Fast and Furious. Anyways, John Wick 5 is in development. How? I don't know. Maybe it will be a Doom movie. It's a secretly Doom film.
Yeah.
Keanu Reeves.
John Wick, too angry to die.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh man. Well, what news did you have?
Okay, so I have some more obscure stuff, some like director quotes, stuff like that, but I'll go through them anyway. Okay, so a big thing I have is a movie called Anatomy of the Fall was shown at Cannes. Right.
Yeah.
The Cannes Film Festival.
Right.
And it won the Palme d'Or. I probably didn't say that right. It's some French stuff, but it's basically the best film award. Whatever.
Okay. Wow.
It gives, it's given out to whatever people think widely is like the best film or whatever.
Yeah.
And Neon, a distributing studio.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
They have won it now the past 4 years.
Wow.
Anatomy of the Fall being this year's, obviously. Last year's being Triangle of Sadness. The year before that being a movie called Titan, and the year before that a movie called Parasite, which won Best Picture.
Yeah,
as
best.
Well.
Yeah, Parasite.
But yeah, so just thought that was a little cool bit of news.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Neon. They're kind of. I know everyone talks about A24. We talk about A24 and stuff, but Neon's kind of sounds like Neon has a good track record so far.
Yeah,
I know they did Last Night in Soho. I'm pretty sure, and a movie I didn't love, but also wasn't bad. So, and this seems like they have a good track record so far.
I just thought that was interesting. They got their little streak going now at Cannes.
Yeah.
Quentin Tarantino says that in his next movie, the movie critic, he's going to cast someone in the lead that he has not worked with before. So we are going to get a new actor for the Tarantino lead.
New Tarantino lore dropping.
Yeah.
All right.
So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And at first I heard that this was a female-led movie, but now I've been hearing that it's actually a male-led movie. And so people have been suggesting people like Adam Driver.
Dude, Adam Driver would be great.
Yeah. So,
Imagine he gets Tom Holland.
Tom,
And he turns Tom, like, obviously Tom has done other things besides Spider-Man, but they have not been, like, that successful.
Yeah.
At, like, almost at all. Imagine he does something with Tom Holland and, like, turns him into, like, the greatest, like the next, like, the actual next Leo.
Yeah.
You know?
so I've just seen the quote now, and he says that he actually confirms that it's a new leading man, and he says that the age range is going to be 35-year-old ballpark.
Okay.
So that 35,
so maybe,
late 30s is
so maybe Adam Driver.
Yeah, maybe Adam Driver.
Okay.
So yeah, thought that was pretty cool.
Cool.
Adeline Rudolph has been cast as Katana in Mortal Kombat 2. So they obviously teased Katana in Mortal Kombat 1 with their fans. Right. So yeah, they confirmed her for being in Mortal Kombat 2.
Nice.
Yeah. Francesca Scorsese says her father, Martin Scorsese, has been hugely supportive of her directorial debut, Fish Out of Water. Apparently, it's a short film, Fish Out of Water.
Okay.
And she said that that Martin Scorsese sent around to some of his friends, and he even watched it himself. And she said that even people like Ari Aster has watched her film and said it was pretty good.
Wow.
So,
some high praise from some pretty accountable people.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
Reliable sources. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's people obviously going like Nepo baby and stuff.
Nepo baby. Whatever.
I mean, she is, but that's not like that doesn't really matter. You know, she's making a movie.
Yeah. I saw something else recently that was like had something to do with Nepo baby. I can't remember who exactly it was, but someone supports a movie business or something. So father supports son's movie business, or I can't remember what actor and what person it was, but yeah, it was like a good like Nepo baby. It was like this is good then. I like this. Yeah.
Like the Skarsgårds. That's like good kind nepotism.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Okay, the Safdie brothers. This is kind of some sad news. The Safdie brothers are splitting up for their next film. Josh Safdie is set to direct the new Adam Sandler and Ben Affleck movie on his own.
Oh, man.
So, yeah, Safdie bros are splitting up.
Is it like beef between them, or is it?
No, I don't think it's beef. I think they're just doing like a separate, like two separate things or whatever.
It's like when Mike and Ike stopped being. They were Mike, and they were like sold separately, Mike, and then there were Ikes.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay.
But yeah.
Let's see if he can hold his own.
Yeah.
I'm sure he can.
Filming for Blade Runner 2099 has been postponed until the writer's strike ends.
Yes.
So, the continuation of the Blade Runner, which I believe this is actually a series, by the way.
Okay.
And it's going to be a Ridley Scott directed thing. So Ridley Scott's coming back, apparently, to make the Blade Runner 2099 series.
Okay.
And it's being impacted by the writer's strike, as most things are.
Yes, a lot of delays. Yeah.
But yeah, that's, just some news.
Yep.
So Phil Lord and Chris Miller are set to co-direct a new live-action movie, Project Hail Mary, starring Ryan Gosling. New Ryan Gosling movie in early 2024. The film follows a lone astronaut who travels to another star on a mission to save Earth.
Okay.
So it is a kind of Interstellar plot
it sounds like
line.
Interstellar, but
it has Ryan Gosling, so I'm down for a Ryan Gosling space movie.
Well, he played
Neil Armstrong already, but I'm down for another Ryan Gosling. And obviously,
and with Phil Lord and Chris Miller, who for those who don't know, did Spider-Verse, and the Lego Movie. I'm pretty sure that's a crazy with Ryan Gosling. Yeah,
in space.
Interstellar, Ryan Gosling.
That's probably going to be some good imagery and stuff like that.
Sounds really good.
Yeah.
Exciting.
That's my movie news, though, yeah.
All right. Well, before we jump into the Marvel news, I'm going to switch it up now.
Yeah.
We're going to do our game now, and then we'll do the Marvel news.
Okay, let's get it.
So this week we have a new game that I kind of put it together myself, but there has been some inspiration, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to name each other 10 movies. One of us will go first. We won't do it's not a back and forth thing. It's a one at a time. So we'll name each other 10 movies, and we will randomly put where we think these movies go 1 out of 10 on a scale of 1 from 10, and it has to stay there. So if I give you a movie you love and you put it at 2 just in case, and it's the only movie on there that you love, then you got to put something bad above it. That's how it's gonna work. Yep. So I'll let you go first.
Okay, so I'll start with Cocaine Bear.
Okay. Oh, okay. I'm already feeling how hard this is gonna be.
Yeah, I picked some good ones.
How stupid this list is gonna look afterwards. Okay, so I'm gonna put Cocaine Bear. I'm gonna put Cocaine Bear at 8 because I'm willing to bet there's something worse on that list.
Okay.
And Cocaine Bear wasn't even that bad, but it's definitely not. I know it's not gonna be the best thing on there.
Okay. John Wick 1.
John Wick 1? Okay. I'm going to put John Wick 1 at 4.
Okay.
4.
Okay. That's interesting.
Oh, no.
The Northman.
Ooh. I'm going to put The Northman at number 5.
Okay. So we got 5 for The Northman, 4 for John Wick 1.
Yeah.
And 8 for Cocaine Bear.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, next up is Good Time. Have you seen Good Time by Safdie?
I have not.
Okay. Well, let's substitute that for Uncut Gems, if you've seen Uncut Gems.
Okay, I have seen Uncut Gems. Okay. Uncut Gems is going to go... I don't know if I should put it in my top 3 yet, but I don't know if it's worse than... I don't know if it's like lower than Northman. I'll go 3.
Okay.
Hopefully there's nothing that screws that up.
Okay. The Gray Man.
I haven't seen Gray Man.
Oh, you haven't seen Gray Man?
Yeah, I haven't seen Gray Man.
Well, let's substitute Gray Man for... Let me think. Let's substitute Gray Man for 65.
Oh,
the Adam Driver.
Okay. 65 is worse to me than Cocaine Bear, but I don't think it's going to be worse. I don't think it's the worst movie you got. I think let's put it at 9.
9?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, 9.
Okay. Let's do Memento.
Ooh. All right, I'm going to save the... Oh, my God. I'm going to regret this, but I'm going to save the top 2 for something else, hopefully. So Memento, I'm going to say, is lower than Northman, so 6. I think that would be, yeah.
Okay. The French Dispatch.
Okay, I'll put that at 7.
7?
Yeah, because I think that movie is good, but the first story within that movie is definitely the best one, and then after that it kind of drops off.
Okay. Django Unchained.
2. I'll put that at 2.
Okay.
Yeah, that's an easy one.
Beau is Afraid.
Oh, bro. It's either 1 or 10.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll put it at 10. I don't think it's really worse than Cocaine Bear and 65, but it's not hurting to put it below those because I definitely enjoyed the other 2 more.
So you want to know what your number 1 is?
It's going to be terrible. What is it?
It's Blade Runner 2049.
Oh, that's not terrible. I actually would probably put that at 2. I'd probably replace Django in that, but that's not bad. Yeah. I actually kind of fuck with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, read me off my list. Let's read it
so
off.
we got a number 10. We have Beau's Afraid.
Okay.
At number 9, we have 65. At number 8, we have Cocaine Bear. At number 7, we have French Dispatch. At number 6, we have Memento. At number 5, we have The Northman. At number 4, we have John Wick 1. At number 3, we have Uncut Gems. Number 2, Django Unchained. And number 1, Blade Runner 2049.
Okay. It's not that bad. It's actually an all right list.
Yeah, that actually is pretty good.
It actually turned out better than I thought. I don't agree with everything. I would switch some stuff up, obviously. But for the most part, I actually agree with it.
It definitely could have been way worse, for sure.
Yeah, I don't think... Personally, I think in terms of how I'd watch things, Beau is Afraid being last is not that inaccurate. I'd probably watch those other 2 movies before I rewatch Beau is Afraid. Because as much as I think Beau is Afraid is better, I definitely don't want to sit through it again. Knowing how I feel about it and what how I feel about it.
Okay.
I don't know that I'd want to watch it again.
Okay.
All right. Let's see. I'm going to give you this. Okay, your first one is going to be Little Miss Sunshine.
Little Miss Sunshine. Okay. That's a good one. That is a good one. I'm gonna put it at 5. Smack dab in the middle. Okay. It is a very good movie. I definitely feel better about it than just 5, but
yeah,
I feel like that's a pretty good place for it.
Okay. Lucy with Scarlett Johansson.
Okay, I'm gonna go 10. I'm gonna go 10 with Lucy.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, Lucy's pretty bad.
All right. Secret Life of Walter Mitty.
Oh. Oh, I love... I don't want to go 1. It's too early. I'm going to go 2. I'm going to go 2 with The Secret Life of Walter Mitty.
Okay. All right. Jerry Maguire.
Okay. I'll give Jerry Maguire... I'll give him 8.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3.
Oh.
Yeah. I was going to do a different one, but I was like, this is the most recent. We have high opinions on it right now.
I'll go number 3.
Okay.
I'll go number 3 for
All
Guardians of the Galaxy number 3, yeah.
Okay. Old.
9, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, 9.
All right. 12 Angry Men.
Have I said 4?
No, you have not said 4.
Okay, 4 for 12 Angry Men.
Okay.
That's a really good movie, too.
Benjamin Buttons.
7.
Okay. All right. And I think that makes your last one Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Okay, so that'd be 1. That's not bad.
Okay. Oh, I actually forgot one more.
Okay.
La La Land.
Oh my gosh. Wait, what are my last 2 numbers? Like 1 and 6? 1 and 6 are like my last 2
1
numbers?
and 9.
1 and 9?
Yeah.
No, because old's 9.
Old and yeah, you're right. 1 and 6.
1 and 6. Oh my gosh. I don't know. I would probably go Everything Everywhere 1, La La Land 6, but that hurts.
Okay. So your list is 10 Lucy, 9 Old, 8 was Jerry Maguire, 7 Benjamin Buttons.
This isn't bad so far.
6 La La Land.
That's bad.
5 you said
it was the first one.
It was Little Miss Sunshine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I definitely would have had Little Miss Sunshine lower than La La Land for sure.
4 was 12 Angry Men.
Okay.
Secret Life of Walter Mitty was, or Guardians of the Galaxy was 3.
Guardians was
Volume
3.
3 was 3. Walter Mitty was 2, and Everything Everywhere All at Once was 1.
Yeah. Honestly, La La Land being 6 was probably the worst part.
Yeah, that was definitely bad. Because would you have above it? You had Little Miss Sunshine above
Little
it.
Miss Sunshine above La La Land, yeah, that's pretty bad.
Yeah, and Little Miss Sunshine, I haven't seen it, but I'm pretty sure you didn't dislike it either.
No,
but
it was good. It was a good
Land,
movie, but La La Land's really good.
La La Land is something else.
Really good.
Yeah, I already rewatched it, and I kind of want to put it in my favorite, my top 10 out of 10s.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's a film that I'm I think it's a 10 out of 10, but I don't know if it is.
To me, I think La La Land is a strong 9.5 for
That's
me.
how I've been feeling.
It feels like very 9.5 to me.
Yeah, I agree.
But obviously a fantastic movie nonetheless.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Well, that was fun. I like that.
That was really good.
We'll have to do that again. I added it to the list of podcast games on my notes app. So
Nice.
we'll keep adding them.
For sure.
And we'll keep doing them. Now let's do the Marvel news. Let's hop right into the Marvel news.
Let's get it.
Now, it might have seemed like the Spider-Man news was Marvel news, but it was not. It was gaming news. So
Yes.
this first bit of Marvel news is the Thunderbolts has been shut down for now due to the writer's strike. Now, kind of to be expected.
Yeah.
Everything's being shut down right now. Hopefully this doesn't affect anything. Hopefully they will truly shut everything down. Maybe it'll be another COVID situation. Not literally, but for the movie industry.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll just not do anything. Maybe they'll wait till people are happy and ready,
Maybe this will kind of force Disney as a whole to pump the brakes a little bit on their content pushing out. I doubt it will deter Disney that much specifically, but maybe it will hereby affect their own properties and stuff like Marvel and Star Wars pushing out so much content and stuff like that,
To be fair, they could still make money if they keep doing live action remakes because it's not rewriting anything. It's literally just adapting it to the screen. No matter what you.
Yeah,
want
there's
to
no
say.
writers.
Yeah, because you could get anybody to write a new Little Mermaid movie because it's the same movie. It's the same thing. What there's new scenes and new songs and there's different lines. It's the same movie.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Agatha Coven of Chaos will be 9 episodes too long. It'll be 9 episodes too long.
Oh, that's gonna be rough, man.
Maybe it'll, like I said, maybe they'll pull an Echo. Maybe they'll say all episodes drop at once. Make it easy to get through.
Yeah.
Who knows? Hopefully they don't drop them.
Isn't Aubrey Plaza gonna be in?
Yes, the saving grace of the show is Aubrey Plaza.
Has it been confirmed who she's playing?
She's playing a witch. I think we know that she is playing a witch, but I don't know.
Bro, I saw a fan casting recently of Aubrey Plaza as Lady Death. I thought it kind of hit.
That kind of banged. I actually,
I thought that kind of hit.
dude. Her and Ryan Reynolds, because that's who Deadpool's in love with is Death. That is a pairing.
That would be perfect. And honestly, she could be Lady Death because Lady Death doesn't have a face.
Yeah,
she's just a skeleton with
right.
boobs and stuff.
Maybe,
so
but maybe it's Aubrey Plaza. I think they'll want to use her face because she's a recognizable figure.
That's true.
I think they might go a face paint. You think?
Okay.
I think they could go face paint where it's or a Red Skull with Hugo Weaving. It was prosthetics.
Yeah.
I think that could be possible. I think I'd rather do prosthetically a prosthetic Red Skull face rather than just a skeleton.
Yeah.
But who knows, dude? Yeah, 9 episodes for Agatha Coven of Chaos. And seriously, it's weird because I don't have anything against Catherine Hahn or Aubrey Plaza. I literally have nothing against these actresses.
Yeah.
It's just the fact that this show should not be. I don't really care, you know. It's hard to care about this when it was it's based on a villain who had popularity for 2 months, you know.
Yeah. It was. I don't know, bro. And I didn't even watch WandaVision when it came out, right? So I
you
watched WandaVision like a couple months after, so I didn't even like
missed the hype.
bro. Yeah, but I didn't even. But the whole like Agatha stuff was like,
Yeah.
okay, me like I didn't have like the internet reaction, you know,
Dude,
like
the internet reaction when that song came out, when the Agatha All Along song came out,
yeah,
it was banging. That the internet, like, we were all dancing at the same time. It was
Yeah.
kind of fun. And then it died out, and we were like, yeah, it was fun, but
Yeah.
now it's time to move on, you know?
But Disney was like, oh, dude, they liked it so much, bro. What if we made a show about her?
What if we based an entire show on this one character that everyone liked purely because of one song?
Yeah,
People weren't talking about Agatha before the song,
yeah.
you know? So, I mean, yeah. Anyways, Agatha, 9 episodes confirmed. Cool.
Bro, not cool. Feels like this
Yeah.
should be, bro. I would have honestly the only thing that could save this project is if like they turn it all around and announce it as a special presentation.
Yeah,
That's like the
would save it. Yeah,
That's the
but
only thing.
instead it's 9 special presentations. They'll probably only be about, well, including credits, 30 minutes, but without including credits, it'll probably be 20 minutes. You know.
Yeah.
So it won't be a awful. I mean, to be fair, we're judging something before it comes out, but it
Yeah.
is something that we kind of have a predetermined notion of like what we know it'll probably be. And yeah. Anyways.
It's not going to be a secret invasion, I can tell you that.
Oh, definitely not. I can't wait for Secret Invasion.
Oh, yeah.
It looks so June is looking good. We got
June is
Spider-Verse
gonna
next
be-
week. We got Yep.
We're
it's
going to be
so-
eating.
We're going to be eating, and we'll have some fun episodes.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
Honestly, summer in general.
Yes.
Because July, that's Oppenheimer versus Barbie
Yes.
month. That's a huge month too.
July, both June, July. I mean, probably August too, but I can't think of what's
Just the
coming.
rest of the year.
Just the rest of the year. But the summer itself is looking tasty.
Oh yeah.
Indiana Jones.
Oh yeah, Indiana Jones.
Yeah. Got a whole bunch.
Oh,
I believe
yeah.
Asteroid City comes out.
Yeah, Asteroid City.
Yep.
It's gonna be nice.
It's looking good. Next is a bit of speculation, not really news, but Halle Berry,
Yes.
who plays Storm in the X-Men movies.
Yes.
She has posted a photo on her Instagram of her sporting white hair. Now, this could just be a person dyeing their hair.
It could.
It could be. But it's oddly specific to dye your hair white the day that Deadpool starts filming.
And guess what also happened?
What?
My Time to Shine, hello, tweeted the day this photo came out exactly. He literally tweeted, reunion.
Yep, reunion. I can't wait.
And she's also not there was a leak actually about who's returning. Halle Berry being one of them, James Marsden
Mm-hmm.
Cyclops
Yeah.
being another, and also
man.
I'm not sure how to say her name exactly, but Famke Janssen as
Yeah.
as Jean Grey.
Mickey, I don't know.
The before Sophie Turner Jean Grey.
Right.
So that's like
No one knows how to say her name.
that's
yeah.
like an interesting move though, because like most people assume that Sophie Turner was like Jean Grey from now on, right?
Well, she played the younger version of Jean, and it was in the 80s, 90s.
Oh,
you know?
yeah.
And of course, the 90s, you know, the past X-Men timeline is very rough, where it's like,
Yeah.
they don't age, you know. It goes from the 70s to the 90s, and they just don't age at all, you know. So she could have been the modern day Jean Grey, you know.
Yeah.
But no, Famke Janssen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I definitely would rather see her because that's like the nostalgia.
Yeah.
You know? That's the four right there.
But that's big though for them. All the X-Men like characters and stuff, actors returning into the Deadpool movie.
I can't, because that's a theory that I have. We'll talk about this. I have plans to talk about this more in depth a little later when we have our special guest on.
Okay.
But for right now, all I'll say is I theorize that Deadpool 2 or Deadpool 3 is really an X-Men end game. Not all the way through, but they're using it to be a farewell for sure.
Okay.
I mean, the fact that they got Hugh back, I mean, that kind of says it right there. They're like, let's get Hugh Jackman back, but not everybody else that already was like, yeah, we'll come back. You know? So I think that's kind of my theory right now. Is
The cast of this movie is absolutely stacked, man.
it's everybody? It's literally everybody from the Deadpool movies and everybody from the X-Men movies.
Yeah, and isn't an Owen Wilson's thrown in there, right?
That was I don't think that was ever confirmed for real.
Oh,
But it is confirmed like through rumors. Like I don't know
okay.
like
They are going to the TVA though, right? Like
yeah, the TVA will like play. I'm pretty sure the TVA and Mobius will play
Yeah.
a heavy part in the story. But it was rumored that he would be in the movie, but there were like so many rumors that it was
Yeah.
basically confirmed.
And I know my boy Tom from Succession is confirmed for
Yes, he
sure
is
for
confirmed.
Deadpool 3,
because Ryan posted about that.
which I haven't necessarily talked about, but bro, he is so good in season 4 of Succession. Like Tom's a joke character for like
Yeah.
the first 3 seasons, and then season 4 he's just like whoa, bro, where did this come from?
Yeah.
So yes, I'm hyped for
And he's
Deadpool 3.
definitely. It's not. They don't say who's playing, but I'm pretty certain that he's playing Deadpool's sidekick, Hydra Bob, which is
Okay.
a Hydra agent that literally kind of doesn't care about anything that he does for Hydra. He's kind of like, I love life, you know. He doesn't
Yeah.
really realize that he's a Hydra agent, you know.
Okay, that sounds kind of
Yeah.
maybe up his alley. Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds very yum.
Yes, yes, very tasty. Well, speaking of Deadpool, unfortunately, Ryan Reynolds is banned from doing any improvised lines on set of Deadpool 3 because he's credited as a writer, and due to the writer's strike, it prohibits him from making anything up on the spot or adding rewrites to the script, which, in my opinion, defeats the purpose of Deadpool, which is to kind of have fun and
Yeah.
joke about things that are going on.
I mean, haven't a lot of like his best moment, or not maybe like all of them necessarily, but a decent amount of some of his like funniest lines and stuff were improv'd in
Yeah.
the first 2 films and stuff. And I mean, and probably a lot of Ryan Reynolds movies, I imagine, like just like his that's probably his thing, you know.
Yeah.
A lot of his stuff is kind of spur of the moment, probably, you know. Not saying all of it is, obviously, but a decent amount. He seems like that kind of actor that, you know, comes up with some funny stuff on the
Dude,
spot and stuff like that, you know?
Most of his characters in every movie besides Deadpool is mostly like Hobbs and Shaw,
Yeah.
and it's mostly improv. Like it's mostly all just let's get Ryan Reynolds to be Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, just
you
Ryan
know?
Reynolds, yeah. So, I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, I guess that makes sense that because he is, like, credited as a writer when he improvs, I guess. So, I
It's
guess I
kinda
didn't
weird
think
to-
about that, but
It's kind of weird to be like your freedom of speech is taken away. you
yeah,
know?
like
I wonder if he
someone's
will-
going to cover his mouth or something.
Right.
If he
They sew his
starts
mouth shut.
improv.
They sew his mouth shut again.
Oh, no.
Oh man, I'm willing to bet he'll still do some improv. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
he's a human being who has freedom of speech.
Yeah, they
He's-
can't. They literally cannot force him to not
Yeah.
talk. You know?
And so I think once the writer's strike is over, which it will be over by the time Deadpool is about to come out, I bet they'll remake the rewrites afterwards, and they'll put the scenes in that they wanted to use in the first place after the strike is over. Yeah, that's probably I feel like that's a legal way to get around it. You know?
yeah,
Anyways, that's the only thing that kind of scares me about the movie. But even then, I think he wrote it. You know, him and the original Deadpool movie writers.
Yeah.
They all wrote the movie together. They know what they were gonna say
Yeah.
anyways. So the only thing that sucks is that sometimes when you're filming, sometimes a line doesn't work the way you thought it would when you're on the actual day. You know,
Yeah.
maybe in the moment it's funny when you're writing it down and you're saying it to yourself or the people around you. But when you're actually filming, sometimes a line doesn't work and you got to rewrite.
yeah.
So that kind of scares me because it could be like maybe there's a bunch of jokes that don't work. Maybe there's a bunch of lines that don't work.
Yeah.
And they won't be able to do anything about it. So that kind of sucks. But it's nothing to freak out over.
Yeah, for sure.
The Spider-Man Noir show and the Silk show, which were both, I believe, being produced or written or something. Phil Lord and Chris Miller both had something to do with those shows.
Okay.
They have confirmed that the production right now is shut down because of WGA. Personally, why were we getting these two? I mean, like maybe a movie, maybe again, it's the Sony verse. It's the Sony Spider-Man verse, and I could go on and on about.
I could understand maybe like Silk, right? Because Silk's like an actual character in the comics, right?
Yeah.
But like Spider-Man Noir is obviously like, oh yeah, popular guy from is Nicolas Cage even returning?
No, it wouldn't be Nick. It would be it'd probably be someone who actually is like it genuinely could possibly be like Tom Holland, because it's Peter Parker. It's still Peter Parker.
Yeah.
And he's technically not an older version of Peter. He's just from a different
Is this live
time.
action?
I believe both these were live action.
Oh,
so it would be
okay.
like a...
Oh, actually, that might not be too bad then. If they handle it like with Grace and stuff and get that aesthetic right,
Yeah.
That kind of literally noir aesthetic.
Yeah,
but the Silk, I mean, there's like comics and stuff for that, so that's kind of more up my alley, I think, of feasible stuff.
Yeah.
But it makes sense, obviously, that they're impacted by
Noir is comics, too. He was...
he is a comics one, too?
Yeah, he's a comic book
I didn't know that.
He's got a run. But he's more popular as a Spider-Verse variant of Peter. He's not like... It's not like his run is, like, super popular,
Yeah.
Yeah, anyways, but they've been shut down, and who knows? I'll live if they don't ever come out, but I think it'd be interesting to see, definitely. But hey, at least it's Sony doing Spider-Man based things and not Morbius.
Yeah,
and
like
Venom.
Yeah, like villain stuff.
Villains. Yeah. Sam Raimi. It's rumored. Well, it's rumored that he's going to direct Doctor Strange 3.
Yeah.
That's kind of obvious. I think it was kind of obvious that would at least be rumored and possible. But it's also being rumored that he might direct Secret Wars.
Yes.
I don't hate it, but he would not be my first choice.
Yeah.
For that level of an ensemble film.
Yeah, like the team up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know that would be the greatest choice.
Yeah.
But who knows? I definitely think he would bring a personal. He would definitely, if like people are like, "Oh, Secret Wars isn't really multiverse based. It's a personal story of Reed Richards and Doctor Doom."
Yeah, and
he might be able to bring that. I think he'd be able to bring the it's a personal story amongst this larger story.
Yeah.
He definitely would be able to bring that. He'd bring the cheese, obviously, and I think that'd be a lot of fun. But there's not a lot of backing to that rumor, so I don't know that that's true at all. Still a fun idea, I think.
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely not a bad choice. People that blame Doctor Strange being like not as good on him are just wrong. It's writing issues.
Yeah,
Michael
definitely
Waldron
writing stuff.
Yeah, it's kind of like blaming Quantumania all on Peyton Reed, who I personally don't think is an amazing director.
Yeah,
but he's a very safe and bland director. He's not an interesting director, but he's not a bad director. And I blame all that on Jeff Loveness, who has been fired. So we're all right. We don't have to worry about that anyways. Moving on, we got Ironheart, the Disney Plus show. So we might find out who bought Avengers Tower all the way back in Homecoming. All the way back. Like, we've been wondering for so long. It's apparently it's going to be Mephisto, because Mephisto is confirmed to be in the show. This isn't a WandaVision situation where it's like, Mephisto's going to be in the show. He's going to turn up. This is a thing that they've actually confirmed. Mephisto will be in the show. He's played by Sacha Baron Cohen. Incredible casting. But apparently he's going to be like a Lucifer kind of like the show Lucifer.
Yeah.
It'll be like he's a businessman who's the devil disguised as a businessman, a rich and powerful businessman.
Yeah.
And he buys Avengers Tower, and that's who's been up there the entire time. And we'll get to see that in this show. And I think that's pretty it's pretty exciting. I like that more than the Fantastic Four buying the Avengers Tower, because I think the Baxter building should be a building that already existed in New York. We just haven't seen yet.
Yeah, especially with like what we know about what the Fantastic Four movie is gonna be like. Like it's like not like set in modern day or whatever.
I believe it's gonna be in the past.
Yeah,
yeah.
And they're probably going to jump to modern day. I
Right.
imagine without like aging or whatever and stuff.
Yeah.
So Yeah, I definitely like Mephisto a little bit more. It's more unique, I feel like, at least.
Yeah, to make the devil himself. And, like, literally Tony making a deal with the devil.
Yeah.
To sell Avengers Tower. And it's kind of interesting because why would Tony really pay attention to who he's selling to? You know, he saw that someone was willing to pay for it and he got rid of it. You know, it's another part of his flaws that he just kind of doesn't think about things sometimes, you know? And I think that's a pretty interesting way to set that up.
Like plot line, yeah.
Yeah. And it also brings some interest in to the Ironheart show itself, some interest that may not have been there before, you know. And the Hood, who's played by guy from Hamilton, I believe. I can't remember. He's
can't be the main guy from Hamilton.
No.
I was
Definitely
say, not
he's in the new
Lin-Manuel.
Transformers. He's in the new Transformers.
Oh, is it the main guy?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He's playing the villain of the show, and one of the villains, and it's rumored that his character will come into play after stealing from Mephisto at the new tower.
Okay.
Yeah. And obviously, there's the rumor of Aldrich Ehrenreich, who plays Han Solo in Solo. He may be Ezekiel Stane, who is the son of Obadiah Stane from the first Iron Man movie. Yeah, and I would love that.
That sounds good.
I think that'd be so fun. My last bit of news that I had was a updated Fantastic Four cast rumor. Right now, the cast is looking like it's going to be Adam Driver, Margot Robbie, Paul Mescal, and the new one is Daveed Diggs, who just recently was Sebastian in the new Little Mermaid movie.
Yeah.
I don't hate it. I definitely think it's all right, but I'm concerned on him being this kind of big gruff character. That's my only concern with that.
Okay, so for me, this was tweeted by My Time to Shine Hello. So to me, I'm taking this as this is probably the cast.
Yeah.
I
really,
it's interesting choices. It's very interesting across the board. I think it's pretty interesting.
It's definitely not. I mean, hey, they did kind of stick to two really well-known actors and two minor actors.
Yeah.
Because Paul Mescal, not super known in like the mainstream, obviously.
Despite being nominated for Best Actor.
Right. Yes. But Daveed Diggs, who is more in the mainstream, because of Hamilton. He's in Hamilton.
Yeah.
But other than that, most people probably wouldn't know him from anything else.
Yeah.
So this could bring both of them to like, oh, that's the guy that plays this character. I know him from this Marvel movie, you know? And I think that's kind of exciting. Yeah. And I think Daveed Diggs is, again, race swap didn't really matter to me. He can still be Jewish too. It doesn't really matter. He can be.
Actually, I'm pretty sure he is. I heard that Daveed Diggs actually is a practicing Jew.
He is?
Yeah.
Then there you go. It doesn't even matter.
Yeah.
I think the Thing is the character that most people could probably. This might sound bad, but he could be race swapped and people won't get mad because we don't even see his race for most. Yeah. He's literally. But I mean, obviously, it shouldn't matter.
Yeah.
What race the character is, to be honest. But this is one that I personally don't mind them changing.
All that needs to happen is my man needs to have pants, bro, or shorts or whatever.
Please don't make him naked. Yeah.
The last time we had the Thing, he was naked, bro.
Yeah. Why did they do that?
I don't know.
That's so weird.
I'm kind of traumatized from that. I don't want to see that again.
Yeah, I don't ever want to see rock penis again. Or lack thereof.
Yeah.
No, but this cast is strong.
It's
very
They're
strong.
good actors, obviously. These are all great actors. It's just they're unique for besides Margot Robbie. Margot Robbie obviously fits like Sue Storm very conventionally, I'd say. Yeah. But she's still an interesting choice for her because she wasn't like, to me at least, she came out of nowhere. Because to me it was like a bunch of other names, right? It was who didn't end up being Kristen Bell. I was really for Jodie Comer for a while.
Jodie Comer. I think Bryce Dallas Howard was even up. Was like
Bryce
a name
Dallas Howard
that people
was at
were
the
saying.
beginning and stuff. Yeah, and Margot Robbie just like, boom.
Yeah,
came out of nowhere. Not against it. She definitely fits the Sue Storm role for sure. It's gonna be interesting if she's really gonna be like Harley Quinn and Sue Storm at the same
Who
time
knows?
as well.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Yeah.
The first would she be? I think she'd be the first actor to be at the same time.
Yeah.
DC and Marvel.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And Paul Mescal, that's interesting because he was like in the running for Johnny Storm or whatever, but then there was like scheduling conflicts or whatever,
Right.
and it was said that he dropped out, but now he's basically confirmed to be Johnny Storm.
Yeah.
A lot of people have said that this is the one that kind of doesn't fit Paul Mescal as Johnny
Really?
Storm.
Because I haven't seen him in anything yet, so I
He
can't
doesn't.
really-
He hasn't played like a hothead kind of
Right.
Johnny Storm kind of guy,
Right.
And that's mostly why people are saying it might be like a miscast or whatever. I don't think that that's necessarily a hard role to play. Then that's not saying that Johnny Storm's not like a good character or anything.
Yeah.
It's just not the most like challenging of a role to
Right.
play. But you do have to have that kind of vibe, I guess, to
I
fit
agree.
it. You know what I mean?
I agree. Yeah.
And then Adam Driver as Mr. Reed Richards.
Yeah. I think that's fine. I honestly don't.
I mean,
mind that at
he's an
all.
amazing actor. Obviously,
Yeah.
It's. I think to me, it's just gonna be the looks. I think once I see him in the suit and stuff, and like
Yeah.
with like the gray kind
Once we see that, yeah.
Once I see it, I think it will definitely fit a lot more.
I agree.
It's gonna be dope though. Seeing I imagine it's gonna be a longer haired Reed.
Oh yeah.
Like I don't think they're gonna make Adam Driver like.
Like cut his hair.
Because he looks weird with short hair.
He
I'm not
does
gonna
look strange
lie.
with short hair. Yeah.
He has a big head and a big like face. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll definitely be strange if they make him cut his hair, but maybe they'll just make him slick it back a little bit.
Yeah.
You know.
And then Diggs, I think Diggs will probably be pretty good as the Thing.
Yeah.
I think,
As long as he brings the gruffness.
Yeah.
I know he can be the sweet guy.
and
you know?
and he'll also get the comedy, like the back and forth
Yes.
and stuff.
Yeah.
We'll get that and stuff. Just got to get the gruff aspect,
Right.
the rough kind of.
Is he gonna do an accent? Is he gonna do that?
Yeah.
I'm walking here.
I'm honestly so excited to see how they design him though.
I am
'Cause
too.
I feel like the CGI is going to be like, I mean, the Thing obviously, like the CGI needs to be
Mm-hmm.
good. It needs to be really like Hulk level good because
Yeah.
he's going to be on the screen,
Right.
when he's on there and stuff. So
And you know what's funny is I still think that the design for the Thing in Fan 4 stick is still really good.
yeah, it's
He's
not
just
a bad
pantsless.
design.
That's
Yeah.
all the problem. That's
He
the
just
only
needs to put
problem.
on some pants.
Yeah.
for sure.
Also, the voice was a little strange.
Yeah.
He didn't see. He sounded like Jamie Bell, who plays him. He sounded like Jamie Bell with like a deeper voice, just a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's all the Marvel news that I had. Did
Yeah.
you have any?
I had one more thing to add, really, which
Okay.
is just a main thing that an actor came out and said, which was Arnold Schwarzenegger came out and said that he wants to
Oh.
be in the MCU.
Yeah.
He
And I
said-
thought he had been casted already in the new Armor Wars movie with Don Cheadle.
Interesting.
I thought he was going to be playing a Titanium Man.
I've seen a lot of people been like fan casting him as like some sort of like higher god like figure in the MCU.
That'd be so fun. Oh, that'd be so
like
cool.
I think what's the Living Tribunal? I seen him a Living
Ooh.
Tribunal fan
Oh,
cast.
he could
for it.
work.
Yeah.
Oh, he would work for Living Tribunal. But I think if you get Schwarzenegger, you're gonna have to make him play like a real character.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so too.
I don't think you're gonna get Schwarzenegger and make him play
like a voice.
like a CGI god. Yeah.
Dude, I would be down for like a Morgan Freeman. I know that'd be
No,
kind of
Morgan
like
Freeman is-
stereotypical, but
Yeah. No.
that would be cool.
Yeah. Morgan Freeman, I think, should play One Above All, which is the
god,
Marvel
yeah.
like Christian god kind of being.
Yeah.
And I think that'd be so hilarious if
Yeah.
they got him to do that.
And then I have it's not confirmed, but this is a rumor that I saw going around, which is after the Daredevil Born Again series, it's going to lead into a Punisher series.
Okay.
Obviously a
A
Disney
new-
Plus Punisher series.
The Disney Plus logo on Punisher.
Punisher. Yeah.
I kill everybody in my way.
I mean, it would have to be obviously like a mature rated show. That's the only way you could do the Punisher show, like
Right.
actually,
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's very exciting. I mean, it's kind of like a natural progression, you would say.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
But
It's
it's
definitely-
still definitely going to be cool once we have John Bernthal MCU Punisher show, Charlie Cox MCU Daredevil show. You
Yeah.
know, that's going to be a really good feeling.
Yes. Well, we only have one more thing. We watched one movie this week at the theater that just came out. We watched
The Machine.
Ya Machina with the Bert Kreischer, the Machine movie. Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Now, I don't think we have all that much to say about it.
Yeah.
It's kind of a it was okay.
Yeah.
It's kind of that's all we have to say. But
it's a fun movie. For
it
sure.
really is. So the movie that I can compare it most to is Cocaine Bear. And the reason it's kind of a weird comparison, but they are both very okay movies, okay action movies, both based on real life stories.
Yeah.
And they're both not gonna get that much recognition, you know. So
Yeah.
they're kind of okay to compare. I think Cocaine Bear I enjoyed more and I liked more a little bit, just like a little bit more.
Yeah.
But just because of how stupid it was, like it was like
a bear doing cocaine.
right. But yeah, literally. But the Machine, I think it's weaker because it's already based on like a wild story that actually happened in this guy's life, and so we're just watching that unfold, and it's just like adding on to it. So, and I've heard the story 1,000 times already because I've seen the actual stand-up special, and so it didn't. I didn't like it as much because I already knew basically everything that was going to happen, other than in the. I guess I didn't know everything that was going to happen because there is a story overall, and it just talks about that event that happened. So, I don't know. It had some surprisingly good acting moments, I think. I think Bert Kreischer surprisingly had some good, like, emotional moments.
Yeah.
However, for the most part, it's really hard to take him seriously when he's being emotional. Like, there's the one part that I actually when he goes into the shed and he cries, because of his daughter or whatever. That moment, I was like, dang, I'm kind of feeling bad right now. I kind of actually feel it. But every other emotional moment was like, okay, this is kind of corny. But it definitely, and I think it had some good. Way better cinematography and visuals than it needed to have.
Oh yeah,
I think that was probably
I
the
loved how
best
they
part.
used the subtitles. It reminded me of like John Wick with how cool like the subtitles were. But even like John Wick, they just like usually like flash the subtitles on the screen in like a cool font or whatever. Right. This movie like slammed it on the side of a building or whatever. And stuff. It was really cool. I thought.
Yes, the titles, like when it said like Moscow or whatever, it like kind of fades in like through the building and stuff.
Yeah.
And the subtitles when they're talking, when the elevator.
Oh yeah.
When they get in the elevator and it shows the guy talking in Russian and the words go up the elevator as they go up.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
A lot of great editing and technical aspects in this movie.
Yeah.
Way better than the movie even deserves, I think.
Yeah, for real. Yeah.
Like, it honestly felt like we were watching, like, a John Wick movie.
Yeah.
You know? But...
and he's taking off his shirt.
Yes. It's a lot of fun. It genuinely is. The movie is a lot of fun. Don't go in expecting, like, you're going to have, like, this emotional roller coaster.
You can tell Mark Hamill had a blast making this.
Yeah.
movie.
Oh, yeah. And Mark Hamill, that's something I've noticed that people were like, well, if Mark Hamill's in it, it's probably pretty good. And I'm like, Mark Hamill will do anything. He did Luke Skywalker, and you basing the fact that he did Luke Skywalker, which was his first project, on the fact that it must be good.
Yeah.
Dude, first of all, Regular Show is amazing. Regular Show is great. But he did Regular Show. And I don't think that most actors would go, yeah, you're one guy coming to me with this crazy idea for a show. I'll be a character for 8 seasons. I'll also be multiple characters for 8 seasons. And he's obviously Mark Hamill's the Joker. You know, that's his other role that he's famous for. But I think it's so funny when people go like, oh, Mark Hamill's in it. It must be a good movie. And he's definitely the best performance. Like he's obviously the best, like, because he's literally
like the trained actor.
Yeah. So it's obviously he's the best performance, but even he's just having fun.
Yeah.
It's just him on crack cocaine, having fun. I like the way you described the movie. Was Literally.
Oh
me.
yeah, literally me for white dads. Yeah, yeah. That was a that was a pretty good description.
Yeah, that's a great description.
I felt that way because I was like, bro, if I was like a middle-aged white dad right now, bro, this would literally be like my like drive. And this would be my Ryan Gosling right here.
Yeah, but instead we are Ryan Gosling. Instead,
Yeah, we're the handsome, Ryan Gosling.
Us two, we're handsome. Gets all the ladies.
Yeah, the muscular, ab Ken, literally Ken. We're literally the Ken doll.
We are Ken dolls. Yeah.
Not Bert Kreischer, the machine.
Yeah, the machina. And Jimmy Tatro, who plays Bert when he's younger, is incredibly underrated in everything he ever does. Because I've been following Jimmy since he was on Vine. I mean, this dude was on Vine making 6-second videos that were hilarious. And then when Vine died, he moved to YouTube.
But his comedy has always been like in any like movie or TV show. He's like so funny.
He's always like the funniest part.
There was this one Netflix show. I know, right? Netflix show.
Netflix.
But a Netflix show called American Vandal or something like that. Okay. And he's in it. He's in like season 1 or whatever. Yeah. And it's like a spoof like mockumentary kind of series where like it's a bunch of actors like acting out like a little thing or whatever. And he's literally like, he has the funniest stuff, bro. I forget exactly what it was, but I'm pretty sure he was like accused of like, he like was being accused of spray painting penises on like the teachers' cars or whatever. And he was just like, when the interviewers were like these kids that went to the school and they'd be like, oh, dude, why did you spray paint the penises on the car? And he'd be like, or they'd be like, what's your defense for it? Or why didn't you do it? Where were you? Whatever. He was just like, dude, I don't know. I was just playing video games, bro. He's like, dude, I don't know. I was with my homies, bro.
Yeah. Oh, that's so funny. I was with my homies. I don't even know. I don't even know what you're talking about, dude.
Bro, what are you talking about?
I think the best thing he's ever done is a show that I think it was on Comedy Central, and it was like for one season, and it never came back. Yeah. And it's a crime that it did come back. It's called the Bros of Simi Valley, and it's literally like they play like, dude, what are you doing, dude? And there's a clip that's from that show that a lot of you might have seen it. And he goes, yo, get your boy, dog. And he goes, what are you talking about? Yes. He goes, what are you talking about? The baby? And he's like, your boy's looking at me wrong.
Bro, that's from
that show. And he stands up and he goes, get your boy, dog.
Yeah,
and it's a baby.
Bro, that's a viral ass clip,
yeah,
bro. Oh
it's so funny.
I want to watch that.
Yeah, it's so good. Funny. He's also in a show called Home Economics on ABC with Topher Grace.
Oh, Topher, yeah.
And he's pretty good. He's probably the best part of that. Him and Topher are good together. It's not an amazing show, but they're probably the only two enjoyable parts about that show.
He was pretty funny in the movie too.
Yes, he was. And I think he did a good job playing. Like, the only unrealistic thing to me is the fact that he's ripped. Like, the fact that he's like jacked.
Yeah.
And obviously Bert is not.
But that's like the middle-aged dad thing as well. Dude, I was so ripped in high school, dude.
Yeah.
you know?
Me in middle school taking pictures, posting my Instagram, mirror photos on my Instagram, thinking I had abs.
Yeah.
It's like, no. But The Machine, it was fun. It's a fun Russian, like mafia, adventure comedy. It's just dumb fun.
Yeah, very dumb fun, enjoyable for sure.
If literally the best way I can put it, if you had fun watching Cocaine Bear, you'll have fun watching this.
Dude, this movie's probably like 100 times better, like slammed, like off like 6 beers or something.
Oh, yes.
Just like super drunk.
Yeah.
Because it feels like the movie's kind of made towards honestly.
That's because he's an alcoholic. Yeah, because Bert Kreischer is an alcoholic. He's like violently like. It's very like romanticized the fact that he drinks and he parties, but he's like a raging alcoholic.
I mean, he actually like is. Yeah, he gets like superpowers essentially.
Yeah, basically takes his shirt off and he becomes Superman. You know, yeah. But no, The Machine, a lot of fun.
Yeah,
not something to rush out to the theater to go see. Definitely wait till It's definitely a movie to watch with your dad, or maybe like get drunk with your boys. And watch it, and that's
just some dumb fun.
Yeah, it really is just dumb fun. But that's, I think, the end of our episode this week. thank you all for tuning in. We truly appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Next week, tune in back next week. We'll have a big episode. Across the Spider-Verse comes out, and we're going to talk that movie to death.
Wow.
And if you haven't noticed, we like talking about Marvel. So if you liked our Guardians review, you'll definitely like our Spider-Man review.
I cannot wait.
I can't wait. People are saying, shout out Koi Jandro, who I love and adore and would love to have you on the podcast. He said it transcends animation, movies, and comics, and like superhero stories. I can't wait. I can't wait for this movie.
It could end up being the movie of the year, honestly.
It could, yeah.
It's possible.
And Guardians is already up there.
Yeah, Guardians is up there. I know for the Mario fans and stuff, the Super Mario, that movie probably will be hard to top.
Mario is definitely one of my movies of the year, but I think quality-wise, in terms of like as a movie, it's definitely lower.
Yeah.
That movie for me, it kind of felt like the movie was like made for me and it's mine.
Yeah.
And like no one else watches it, and no one's allowed to watch. I am allowed to watch it. Everything else, kind of like Guardians, yes, that's a movie of the year.
Oppenheimer and Barbie will probably be
They
up there.
definitely will be. At least Oppenheimer. I'm sure Barbie will be, but Oppenheimer definitely.
But Spider-Man's is going to be a great way to start out the summer for sure.
Yes. And Koi Jandro said that it's a step above Masterpiece.
Wow.
Which is
I've heard that it's better than the first one.
Which is wild. How is it? Because No Way Home, people have a hard time saying No Way Home is better than Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
And I personally like No Way Home a little bit more. It speaks to me personally more than Spider-Verse. But Spider-Verse, I would still argue, could be the best.
Yeah, like I would have no problem if you have that above No Way Home. Yeah.
Right. And the fact that most people are like, most people already say that it's the best Spider-Man and like one of the best superhero movies. The fact that people are like, this movie tops everything I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And they've also, this might be just me, but it also feels like they've shown a decent amount in the trailers and like in clips and stuff now.
Yeah.
Like, not saying that they don't have, obviously if it's one of the best, superhero movies, they definitely are not showing us a good amount.
Well, yeah.
But it feels like, at least to me, that we've seen a good portion.
It's funny you say that because I feel like we haven't seen anything because first of all, there are hardly any animated films that are over 2 hours, let alone 2 hours.
Yeah.
So most of them only get up to about an hour 50, hour 45.
Hour and a half.
This movie is 2 hours and 20 minutes. That's an extra 20 minutes onto a time that usually they don't get to.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't think we've seen anything.
Okay.
And because both like the trailers that we've gotten kind of have been rehashes of each other trailer.
That's kind of true, yeah.
We've gotten some clips.
Yeah.
I truly don't think we've seen anything.
Okay.
Because I thought we saw a lot of Guardians, and we barely saw anything.
Yeah,
Guardians.
that's true.
And that's also a 2.5 hour movie. It's longer, but that's only about 10 minutes longer. And that's 10 minutes of footage that I thought maybe we had already seen.
Yeah.
I truly don't think we've seen everything. We haven't even seen. Think about this. We haven't even seen Andy Samberg as Ben Reilly, and that's a character they're actually promoting.
Yeah.
And we haven't seen anything of him.
That's true.
So, yeah, I don't know. It's I'm excited.
Oh yeah.
I can't wait. But thank you all for tuning in to this episode. If you want to catch us on our socials, maybe find us somewhere else. You can find us at Cinemaniacs Pod on Instagram, at Cinemaniacs Pod on TikTok, and you want to find us individually, you can find me at Instagram at Maceo Movies.
You can find me on Instagram at Loader Reviews,
and you can find me at TikTok and YouTube at Maceo. Thank you all so much for tuning in, and we will catch you guys on the flippity flip side.
Adios.
The Cinemaniacs Podcast.